like summer today.
Yes, it does.
It does. Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Crystal. I am going to be harvesting up some of the things today. I have whatever is left of our onions. It's just been a sad ending to our onion story this year, but I'm gonna be harvesting the rest of the onions and potatoes. We had already harvested a lot of the Adirondack Blue Potatoes. I had a couple extra potatoes left over when I had started those. I only put one Adirondack Blue seed potato in that bed, and that plant got huge. So I am extremely curious to see what's underneath there. I can see the dirt starting to lift up in those sections, so I'm wondering if that's actually the potatoes growing underneath. We will find out today. And then the other ones that I'm harvesting are the Yukon Gold Potatoes. I have two 55-gallon drums cut in half. I grew potatoes in those last year and they did really good. This year, not so much. I don't know if it was a watering issue or whatever, but I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get one potato out of that. Onions, potatoes, let's get to it. Alrighty, so here is what we have left of our onion bed. As you can see, there's not much. The Southport red and the Spanish yellow lasted longer than the Wethersfield red. That surprises me because, you know, I live in Connecticut and Wethersfield is in Connecticut, so I thought that that variety was going to do really good. Plus I love red onions, so I was super hopeful for that. I'm just going to go ahead and harvest the rest of these. You know what? They seem like they're still kind of growing, so I think I'm going to leave these in here for a little bit longer. So first I'm going to just remove some of the foliage out of here before I dig through and try and find potatoes, if any. I'd be surprised if there's any. See lots of spiders, which isn't thrilling for me. Alright, I'm back. I got a headband because it is very warm outside. One little tiny one. Oh, hey! Hey, look at that! I did find a potato. So far, so good. Alright, so same as before, I'm gonna... Oh, I'll use my shadow here. Same as before, I'm going to remove all of the foliage and then go and dig through and look for potatoes. It's working out. Potatoes. Big or small, we eat them all. And then that's the seed potato. Oh, here's another one. And another one. Pretty good so far. I still have that small container over there, but I think I'm going to give that more time. These ones for sure were completely died back and the plants themselves are actually starting to rot, so I wanted to get them out. This time I'm going to remember to take a weight measurement. I forgot with the Adirondack Blue Potatoes. This is where I planted that one Adirondack Blue seed potato. I had one extra and I just stuck it in the ground over here. This plant got crazy. I'm curious to know what's underneath. I also would like to give some more room for the sweet potatoes to grow, so I want to get it out of the ground now, even though it's still green. This plant's already flowered and everything else. It's not going to do anymore, and I'm pretty sure the berries already grew on it. So I'm going to remove the foliage in the plant, and then I'm going to dig through and see what I find. I'm a little hesitant to dig through this bed because, well, I get a little freaked out by critters. Oh, I see creepies. Wowee. Wow. Oh, that's fun looking. That's crazy. This one's huge. They must have all grew together and they just got dented, but that's awesome. All from just one extra seed potato. Maybe I'll save these ones as seed potatoes. Alrighty, so I got a really good amount of potatoes today, more than I had anticipated, just because I didn't look like that the plants did for the Yukon Gold. It just didn't look like the plants did very good, but they did produce a decent amount. So I'm gonna take a weight on those, and then I got these crazy looking potatoes. Really excited to see how much we got. Alrighty, so I am back in my basement here. I just wanted to show you a little bit of how I've been curing these. This is our dehumidifier that we keep down here in our basement. We actually had a bigger one right here, but this one stopped working. This is one that came with the house when we bought it. So we actually have to replace this one down here. And this one we usually keep upstairs during the winter months. So I have this one going all the time. It's right near where we have our garlic hanging and some of the onions that I've been harvesting. I had the potatoes laid out on this shelf here. One of these little fans here just clipped blowing. The onions have dried really good, and the garlic is super papery on the outside, and just I've already used it, and I actually gave a couple away. I went to Home Goods the other day and I found these organic produce bags. They're really nice, and they were only like $5 or $6 for extra large produce bags. I just moved the potatoes from where I had them drying into here, and we'll be using these up. We have eaten from these, so this isn't the total number, but I'm going to weigh what's left. I think the bag probably weighs a little bit. All right, so I just set it with the bowl here, and we'll see how much. This is the first round, what's left after we ate some. That's so cool. 6.8 pounds. And now we will weigh the rest of the purple potatoes that I got today. And that says 2.39 pounds. Let's weigh the Yukon Gold potatoes. Oh, there's another little purple one. Okay, so this harvest of potatoes, 6.574. Awesome. That's wonderful. Now, I still have that other fabric pot that's out there, and I'm gonna give that a little bit more time before I harvest those. So now I'm gonna move them back over here and put the fan back up. Flip the fan like that, and just keeps the airflow going. So, sorry for the poor lighting, usually down here. That's how they look in a single layer. And sometimes, you know, occasionally I will come down here and just rotate them a little bit. But for the most part, they do fine. And like I said, my little tiny onions and the garlic is doing really good down here, hanging right here. So I'm just gonna turn it to 1. And these little tiny fans they hardly use any power at all, and I only know that because we have a solar generator that we use when our power goes out, and we have those fans plugged into it, and the amperage that comes off of it is almost close to 0, so I know the fans don't use much at all. Okay, so it is the next day, and I came out here this morning to look around the garden and see what chores need to be done. And as I'm looking over here, I see one of the onions is starting to get eaten by something. I decided that I am just gonna go ahead and pull them all out. We will try again for a better harvest next year. Yeah, see, one of them is starting to get eaten. I just don't want to leave them in here any longer. You know, considering I grew them from seed, they did pretty good. I for sure did better than I did last year. So with that said, you know, I'm happy with the fact that I actually got something that doesn't just look like this one. You know, we made progress this year, so I am proud of that, but I was really hoping for a much larger onion, so we will try again next year. I'm gonna try and save some of these as onion sets, and then I will most likely start some more from seed in January. I feel like the timing was good. Maybe the soil conditions were not. So we are back down here in the basement, and I have the last of the onions pulled out of the ground now. I grabbed a bag of these twisty tie things that I save from packages and stuff. And I'm going to wrap these up in bundles with the tags so I know the variety, because I'm going to try and save some of these as onion sets for the springtime. I will hang them over here with the garlic and the other onions that are hanging here. And that's how I'm just going to hang them for now. That'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Bye.